Hi, I'm Allecia Main. I help animals heal their behavior, health, and end-of-life issues naturally. And I assist them in helping their humans heal their hearts. I am the animal healer. Oh, and did I mention, I'm not usually in the room, state, or country that they're located in when we do our sessions. Join me weekly for Animal Healer TV Live as we explore quantum reality and learn just what's possible in helping animals and humans heal their behaviors, health, and hearts through the quantum energy field. Hey, it's Allecia Main, the Animal Healer. And today, I'm so honored to be working with Ophi Edut, who is one of the two AstroTwins, and her sweet dog, Lulu. Lulu is a 14-year-old dachshund, and Lulu really doesn't have any issues, but we're gonna check in with her and see how she's feeling at 14 years old. So Ophi, would you like to share with us a little bit about Lulu and how you got her and how she's doing? And
Absolutely. Well, yes. Hi, I'm so glad to be here. And so I had a dachshund named Seymour that I bought back in 2004, actually, on my way to the Coney Island Mermaid Parade Festival. I stopped by a pet store and was like, I'm just going to hold one of these adorable dachshund puppies. And my friend who was with me was like, if you hold them, you buy them. And I was like, nah. And of course, I left with Seymour, and his first journey was on the train to Brooklyn to a festival with people dressed up like mermaids. So a couple years later, Lulu appeared in that same window, and she's a very unique dachshund. I always say, once you go DAC, you never go back. So
hey, I had one for 14 years. I cannot tell you how much I get that.
They're addictive. So, we kept going and looking at this dachshund with these interesting markings. She had a white chest, and of course, the same urge took over, and she was meant to be ours. Lulu, I've had since 2006, and she was 2 months old. She's now 14. I'm an astrologer, and interestingly, we both have the same sun and moon sign. We're both Sagittarius with Scorpio moon. Yes, I do my pet's astrology chart. I am that person. Because pets have personalities, so why wouldn't they have astrological signs too? And so Lulu's, she's always been a happy girl, but Seymour died in 2017. She had never been without a companion before. She used to clean his ears and sleep with her chin on his head. They would have their chin on each other's heads. They were really inseparable. And, I've been told that he's around, but she's doing pretty well. Sometimes she has little tummy issues. She might have a little bit of a cataract thing forming, and she has had a back operation when she was 4, like a lot of dachshunds, but she recovered fine.
One of the things that I do, not just as an animal communicator, but as a healer, I'm always looking for preventative, so I never come in, even though I've got a lot of background, a lot of training, I never come in thinking I know anything. I just come in and I listen, and I just ask bodies, and we muscle test to make sure that it's accurate based on the dog's perspective, not on mine. So for Lulu, what sounds great is that why not rejuvenate her at 14? She doesn't really feel like she wants to go anywhere. She feels like, I am here.
Not at all.
I'm staying. I'm going to be here for a long time. And, while we look a lot at Western medicine, which can, help with certain medications, what I'm finding is that the body work can really do wonders to release
tight muscles that might be pulling bones off place, that as we age, it could shut down blood flow a little bit. So let's see what happens with Lulu and give her rejuvenation day. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take one thumb, put it on each side of Lulu's spine, and just basically go down her spine and check the muscle tension and make sure that she feels comfortable. And if there's anything that's stuck, we'll just rebalance it for her so she feels a little bit more spriness in her spine. So I'm going to start at the top of Lulu's head. So she's got a little more tightness on the left, right about in the middle of her head. So I'm just going to open that up a little bit for her. Just extending it open, because what happens just with any of us, right, with age, things kind of tend to like close in on themselves. So love doing body work even at a distance, because it really can help the system open up and reset. Dachshunds are funny, right? Because they can be like the sweetest little things, and then they can also like go after a badger. But she's got just such a sweet, gentle, loving energy. C3 is good, tiny bit tight on the left. C5 is a little downward on the left, a little upward on the right. So I'm just going to gently relax the muscle tension there. So really actually very good so far from her head all the way down her cervicals. Not a lot of tension. It feels to me so far like, hey girl, for 14, you're doing great. I think it's fabulous though, because I'm going to tell you, after having worked on like hundreds and hundreds of bodies and older dogs, younger dogs, she is very well preserved. You're doing an excellent job.
Good.
Yeah.
Cute.
All right. So even the muscles that I thought might be tight in her, like I'm at the base of her neck, starting to go into her thoracic vertebrae. So like T1 is good. T2 is good. Now T3 is usually the where you'll start to see, especially when they jump down, you'll start to see that like retracted impact, right? Because it's like their shoulder blades become like the shock absorbers.
Yeah.
Even T3, she's a little bit off on the left, but not much.
Okay,
like
good.
Not for what I would expect to see in a 14-year-old dachshund. So, and then on the left side, I'm releasing some tension between the rib on T4 and the fascia between the rib and the spine, because she's a tiny bit sticky there. I feel like we're getting around to where that disc bulge, because T5, it's tight, but it's not tight in its normal way. It almost feels like it's got a little bit of scar tissue around it.
Yeah. Ooh, she's starting to kind of like wriggle a little bit in her back. That's interesting. Okay.
And this is so good, as honestly, especially for Lulu, because as you know, like by the time a lot of dogs get to 14, they're sort of kind of on their last leg. This girl is not going anywhere. It's like
so happy to know that.
Yeah, it's like she's really, really healthy. She really, she has no sense of like, oh, feel bad for me. I feel bad for my. She's like, no, I want to stay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, well, great. Then let's just like, let's get your back like flexible and aligned, because one of the things I've been studying and researching for a really long time is how much the spinal health and how the muscles also are acting on the spine. I'm blown away sometimes at the results I see with behaviors and rejuvenation of health. So I'm kind of all about like, hey, if Lulu is very clear, like I'm not going anywhere, I feel good. Especially at 14, just help me keep feeling better. It's like, great. My honor.
Awesome.
My honor, girl. All right. So T6, Yeah, T6 is now. Oh. Is she, in terms of her food and her stomach upset,
Yeah.
is she getting enzymes in her food?
No, I don't think so. She's eating
Or-
like a combo of like ground chicken or turkey, rice, carrots, and sweet potatoes, which we've been making for her for years.
Sometimes when we don't have enough enzymes to like pre-digest our food before it hits the stomach, we land up getting more stomach acid because the particles that should have been broken down smaller are large. So then the stomach has to secrete more hydrochloric acid to really break it down. I think that we should put her on some enzymes because it'll help break down the food. It'll help make it easier on her digestive tract, and it'll help like her stomach balance so that she doesn't have to be secreting more acid than what's needed.
Okay, that makes total sense because like
Yeah.
sometimes her stomach will make that little gurgling noise.
Yeah.
Don't want to eat.
And I
and she
just
feels a little-
like I can sort of feel it like from my chest up to my throat a little bit. And like I said, it's not bad. She's at about 20% of what, 100% of uncomfortable would be for us.
Okay.
But I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's do that also as a preventative. I think T8 might have possibly been the slipped disc because
Okay.
on the left side it's okay. On the right side, I sort of feel it was rotated from, let's say, 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and like rotating almost like to the right. So that's where they could have gone in and done the surgery to take the pressure off. So I'm just gonna, I know
Probably.
that we're 2,000 plus miles away, but I'm still gonna go in very gently.
Yeah, that sounds right where you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go in very gently and start allowing the fascia to just open enough so it gets back, increased blood flow, just a sense of sort of flexibility. The good news is like it just gently, it like shifted back into the position it should be in. And even though she may have had surgery at that vertebrae, the good thing is I'm not sensing like a lot of trauma. Now we're gonna get into our lumbar. So lumbar 1 on the left is rotated like 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just bring that back into place. Good girl, Lou. All right, so that's back in place. So lumbar 2. So lumbar 2 on the left is tight and it's pushing in towards the spine. So I'm just going to gently release the muscle tension there. I'm just going to let her rest and choose when she wants to kind of like stretch, come out of it. Right now, I think she's just taking a lot of inputs. There was nothing like other than maybe T6 and T8. There, like I said, for a 14-year-old Doxy, she's doing wonderful.
She's calm. She's chillaxing. She's breathing evenly. I don't hear her stomach gurgling anymore.
I'm like, this is a really, really healthy dog.
Yay.
She's really healthy. Like I said, she's not going anywhere.
Here we have Lulu. night after her treatment. She's, chillaxing in bed by herself, but she's perky. And apparently she's been passing a lot of gas, which is interesting because she was a little blocked when you worked on her. So, that wasn't exactly the divine dog update that one expected, but all bodily functions are welcomed if systems are in place, right? Hi, Lulu. How you doing? How you doing? Yes, you're 14 and proud. Lulu is also very hungry and excited. She's very perky and maybe having her second dinner right now. Lulu. Hi. She's very responsive. Go ahead, Lulu. I know. Filming while eating is a little awkward, but you've got this. This is Lulu eating her turkey burger. Checking out Luna's food. Yeah. How is that, Lulu? Oh, it's a little soupy for you, huh? Okay. Is Lulu enjoying a bowl? All right, well, it's been a week or so since Lulu's treatment. We still have our friend Luna the husky here, and as you can see, they are hanging out together. In fact, they've been, aside from a small fight over a piece of bread, they've been getting along well, and we've even been able to leave them alone together. So here's Lulu, little 14-year-old dachshund, youthful as can be, and she's doing well. I mean, she was never the most dachshund of dachshunds, so she was always pretty chill, unlike most of them. So it's not like she's changed into a new dachshund, but she's here, she's perky, she's happy, she's eating her food, maybe even eating Luna's food a little bit sometimes. And as you can see, she's looking you right in the eyes, saying, I'm gonna be here for as long as I can, a few more years. And Luna, well, she seems like she's gonna be here a while too. She likes it here. So if I could read Lulu's mind, she would be saying, thanks for having me on, and thanks for talking to my brother Seymour. And I'm just gonna do what Lulu does best, which is hang out and give love and be a dachshund.
Thanks for watching today's episode of Animal Healer TV. We hope you enjoyed it. We love to hear your feedback on what you learned about yourselves and your animals. We'd also love to hear what issues are you dealing with that you'd most like to see on the show. If you'd like to participate in an episode, please see the link below and share with us the issues that you're having with your animals. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and Insta, and please feel free to share with your friends. Join us next week for another episode of Animal Healer TV, where we will explore quantum reality and see what else is possible in helping animals and humans heal their behaviors, their health, and each other's hearts.